Welcome to the Marketing Intern Spotlight. A marketing intern is a listener who's spreading our message authentically. Hear their story, their passion, and their journey. Enjoy.
Hey, all right, let's get it on.
Are we doing an ASMR podcast?
Way to start it. All right, Piff, let's welcome you to the Backpocket podcast. You've been here before. You know the drill. You've been behind the scenes. This is your first time behind the mic. How do you feel?
It's definitely interesting. I never thought I'd get to this point.
Mm-hmm. This is a time where we get to finally appreciate the work that you've been doing for us. I mean, this is necessary. You put out some great content for us already.
Yeah, thank you.
So here's where we need to start. We need to start with your story, but more so the passion that you're following, and like literally I wouldn't call it passion. I would just say like what you're doing right now is incredible and unique and like really fun. So let's literally start with graduation and like kind of your vlogging at the end of graduation.
Okay, can I go like a little bit before that?
Yeah,
okay.
give our
do whatever you want.
Give our marketing interns like a good framework of what you're up to.
So okay, how do I start? All right, so Minnesota, born and raised. Raise it. Okay.
Yeah.
Minnesota, born and raised. On the playground where I spent most of my days. I'm sorry, I'm learning.
You can play around with these if you turn it.
This is a great intro for me.
No, don't worry.
It's correct. The right is louder. It's more gain to the right.
Yeah, if you rotate it clockwise.
So this way, it'll pick his voice up more. Yeah.
Counterclockwise. That's less.
Yeah, you can mess around with these three.
Of course.
Yep. You're good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So Minnesota, just literally lived here my whole life. Went to high school about 30 minutes south of here. Went to St. Thomas, which is like 10 minutes away from here.
Okay.
And regarding like kind of like where I'm at right now, the whole video thing started about 2 years ago when I went to study abroad in London. And I started just filming literally everything that I could right here on my iPhone, actually. And yeah, I don't know. I've just kind of been filming everything since. And let's just kind of skip forward to graduation. And when I kind of started vlogging and stuff.
So when did that officially start, the Piff vlog?
So the Piff vlog started. Here, wait, let me go just like a little bit back. So I started watching, I found David Dobrik's channel. If you guys, I'm assuming you guys know who that is.
Yeah.
I found that back in last March. And I binged all 400 whatever vlogs he had.
Holy smokes.
It was like the weirdest week ever. I just sat in my bed and just watched his vlogs. And I was so like inspired. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Like, I'm just going to start putting content out there. Because that was like kind of a problem for me, is that like I just thought everything had to be super artistic and, spend a lot of time on it. But I was like, I'm just going to start putting stuff out there just like him. And that's when I just decided back like last March, I was like, I'm just going to do a weekly vlog. Like, okay. I'll just use my iPhone. Like, that's what I was filming everything else on. And I just started, and I did it for basically 17 weeks straight where I did weekly vlogging. And then it just got really hard, like trying to find a job and stuff during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I mean, that's kind of where the vlog started in that direction. Yeah.
Okay.
And then now, should I talk about the new I'm air quoting passion project. So how do I preface what TikTok is?
Can I say it from my perspective?
Yeah, I want to hear what you guys think.
Okay, so
before you give it like your perspective, talk about like what it is.
Yes. Okay. So, and then just one more thing. So we got in touch with Piff. We never really talked with you in high school or in college, and like we weren't necessarily the friends. But then I always saw your content, and you were always posting stuff. I was like, this kid's a creative, and so I asked you if you wanted to start filming our podcast, and so that's how we got in touch with you.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, to start, Piff walks in one day for our last episode. He's filming for Giselle season 2 episode 45, and he goes, "Yo, dude, I gotta show you something. This is kind of crazy and weird, but let me just explain it. It's an app that used to be Musical.ly, and all these basically think of it as 15 seconds little Instagram stories, but on a different app." And it's just really intense, longer vines essentially.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Yeah, check this stuff out." And he shows me, and I'm like, "Dude, that you have 1 million views on this Christmas themed TikTok? Like what?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm kind of kind of blowing up on
I
TikTok.
kind of said popping.
And I was like, and it was so funny because when we told Faith, like, literally 5 minutes later, because she was in the room and she had known about Musical.ly, she's like, no way, you're famous on Musical.ly or on TikTok.
Yeah.
You're a TikTok star? I was like, yeah.
She probably thought I was like taking my shirt off and like lip syncing and biting my lip and stuff.
Is that like what a lot of the content is on
I mean, that's like what it originally kind of was.
Yeah.
Okay.
On like Musical.ly, but then like back in October is when, I mean, I think it was like in August when Musical.ly switched to TikTok.
Okay.
But it was around October I saw all these, videos from like Cody Ko, Ryan Trahan, and just some other YouTubers where they were just roasting like TikTok and like some cringiness and like some people like making fun of it. And I decided Sam points to himself.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, let's see like what some of this cringy stuff is about. And it was like mid-October, and I'm like, oh my god, like these people are getting all this LaCroix like carbonation is coming back up.
Oh yeah, that's what LaCroix does for you. It's not
It's
a great
so good for-
podcast drink. Yeah.
So wait, where did I leave at? So yeah, it was like October, and I decided I'm like to go on this app, and like I was like, no big deal, just downloaded it, just go on it every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started seeing that I was using it way more than just like YouTube or like Instagram, and I was just watching videos. I'm like, I can do this. Like I can make like there's some, because it was kind of to the point where like people were actually making more like funny content than
It's creative too.
Yeah, it's like more creative and funny other than just people lip syncing and doing stupid stuff. And I'm like, if these people doing stupid stuff, like I'm just gonna keep saying like biting their lips and like humping the floor, like
That's what it was.
Yeah, I mean like
Jeez.
that. I mean not like to that regards, but
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 to
it
some
was.
regards.
To
Well,
some
yeah.
regard,
I
jeez.
kind of related to like MagCon back on Vine, but
Okay.
I gotta stop saying but so I kind of decided it was early November, and I just started posting. Like I tried to post every day, and it was just something creative. It was a way for me to kind of fulfill that like need to just like put stuff out there.
And what are the limitations when you post again? It has to be 15 seconds.
Yeah, like 15 seconds.
It's the maximum length you can go.
No, you can go up to a minute, but like
You can't.
yeah, if you
Best videos are 15 seconds.
yeah, like
you found?
that's like the best
Presentation.
That's the way the algorithm
Okay.
performs. So yeah, I just started posting these like videos, and it was just like me using my camera, and it's just like I don't know, like I was just kind of like getting annoyed just being in my basement applying for jobs and editing videos for like companies and other stuff in weddings, and I was just like fed up, and like this was kind of my creative outlet.
Sure.
And I could do it every day. It was simple. Like there was no pressure from any high school people or like any other people or like college people or anything just like judging me. So like I don't know, I kind of felt like free in that way.
Mm-hmm.
It was external,
What
like from yourself. It was like there was no one was on there like watching you that was closely connected to you. Would you say?
Like there was nothing for me to lose is kind of how I thought. Like
low risk, high reward.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, if it does well, that's great, and if it doesn't, then like who cares?
Right.
But yeah, then some videos started taking off. Like it was a lot of me like cloning myself, like because I know how to do that in Premiere Pro. Like
the Britney bitch video is a
yeah.
great example.
So by cloning yourself, for all the listeners that don't know, he has like him in many different situations behind, say, in his basement or in his backyard, where he just keeps popping up on the screen, and he's in different spots, lip singing the video or like dancing or what other.
I mean, let's not
ways
just
are
say
you
lip
describing?
syncing and dancing because it's a little more. I
You
mean,
have a ton more content.
Yeah.
That's-
Sorry.
Yeah, you're the creative. You tell me.
Yeah. So it's like just like me. I would just say, like, can I swear?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Just like me doing stupid shit. Just I mean, like I get that. That's not really swearing, but
Whoa, dude, you
well,
really went.
I don't know.
Take a risk.
I don't know if you guys are.
Get
If
this
you
man
guys
an
keep this one
Altoid.
PG.
Get some soap. Oof. Can our audience handle that?
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys
no,
yeah.
man.
Take
some mom.
I don't know if you guys are trying to get like monetized or something, or you
Some
guys.
mom
It's not
just, like-
ad friendly.
This is not YouTube. This is a pod. It's
I don't
unregulated.
know. What if you guys
platform.
got like some like child service daycare or something like trying to sponsor you?
Piff, you're the one
Yeah, okay.
that's going live right now to
Yeah.
a bunch of 12-year-old girls. So be careful, dude.
Yeah.
And also, some mom is listening to us, And she just like perked up in her chair. Like, did he just say
And
the
my
S
mom
word?
doesn't like
He
when
said,
you
did
swear.
he say
He
shit?
just said the S word.
Oh my god. Okay, wait. So back to the story.
Yeah.
Where was I at?
You just swore.
You do stupid shit.
Yeah.
on
You just said
TikTok.
the S word for the first time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Am I?
You're live.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just me doing stupid shit, and like
Mhm.
I didn't really give a shit about like what I did, and it just kind of worked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like it was like me, like I think it was like a little bit of me like not caring, like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of what showed
Beautiful. It's a
through,
beautiful
and
thing.
like maybe a little bit what resonated,
Mhm.
and like I don't know, the video's a little better. And so yeah, I started doing that basically every day of like most of November. I did like 2 to 3 posts every day of December. I post like by the end of December, I think I had 100,000 followers, and like right now I'm at like 147,000 followers.
That's
Wow.
incredible.
Yeah,
Congrats, man.
thank you.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and I mean yeah, like a ton of videos have over like a couple milli views, or not a couple, just like a couple have over like
8 million.
no like oh yeah 1 million, not 8 million, but yeah
Mhm.
8 million.
So
Yeah.
what does this platform allow you to do for your growth of like just your brand as Piff?
So yeah, that was also kind of why I wanted to get on it, was because I'm like, if this does well, then like, you know, like my Instagram could grow. I mean, like
Mhm.
whatever, but more specifically, like my YouTube could grow. You know, I've gained over 400 subscribers
Hell
in the
yeah,
past
dude. Yes.
month,
That's hard to do on YouTube.
and I haven't posted a video. I'm making one today,
Okay.
answering like questions that people from TikTok have of me.
Can you make this a part of your vlog?
Yeah, well, I'm not vlogging right now.
I know
but
you're not, but
Mhm.
we're
Eventually.
vlogging for
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Well,
We're
at
capturing
the end of this, we'll make a TikTok where we can plug the podcast.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Because I'll put the Instagram link in my Instagram bio.
Perfect. Link in bio, dude.
Yeah.
Sweet. So your YouTube's grown 400 subscribers, and you're gonna start using some more video content on there, because YouTube's so hard to grow. Like we don't know the half of it, but we've been trying for now a year, and it's just kind of throwing videos out there,
Yeah,
and hoping people find it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard.
Mhm.
Yeah. That, I mean, like I said, like the reason why I kind of got on it is I'm like, I want like that growth, and I kind of brought it back to like, because I relate TikTok to like the new Vine. I think it's the new Vine. I think that there's so many great people on it, and I think there's also a ton of terrible people, just like Vine.
Mhm.
And I just saw through these short video formats, like people are like, they want to see more, and they want to see like
Yeah.
longer stuff, and so that's why they go subscribe to my YouTube channel. And yeah, I hope that like that's kind of the reason why I got on TikTok, was so
Okay.
that I could grow my YouTube.
So
and,
TikTok's not the end all be all for
No.
like that's where you're gonna hit home and grow your brand. That's how you use it as a pivot platform to push people to other content platforms. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
yeah, but
Okay.
well, yeah, I mean it's still fun and stuff. but-
Absolutely.
And we do the same thing. Like we're on YouTube for a reason,
And we
so that
push people back to our podcast.
and we push people back to the podcast.
Mhm.
Your center hub of the back pocket of Piff. Like for you, it's YouTube. For us, it's Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasting platforms, because that's really where you're going to get the most authentic back pocket content. But we post on Instagram every day. We're going live right now to get more people involved, and then now we're getting on, and then we post every day on YouTube. I mean, you're grabbing people from all these different areas to get them back to that one. It's a hub and
Mhm.
spoke model. Is really what it's cool.
The old hub and spoke.
The old hub and spoke, dude. But I think what you're doing is just, I love the creativity and I love the commitment and the consistency.
If they want to find you on TikTok, it's under. I can't believe we haven't. Plugged it.
At Piff. Oh yeah, everything. All of my stuff is at Piff Peterson.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a pretty like I think it was Gabe Malinsky who kind of made me realize it for the first time. Shout out Gabe Malinsky.
He was on the
Excellent.
podcast.
Shout out
He-
Never Peak.
Yeah, just like everything that he does.
Mhm.
Great. It was like, I think he said it first to me. He's like, Piff, like you have like such like a great like brand in like a way, like, and I never really thought about it, but like
Mhm.
not to like sound like on my high horse, but like I'm kind of grateful that I do. Like Piff Peterson is a little different than just like Nick Peterson, and
It's awesome. You're creating something that when they hear Piff Peterson, they know it's what it's about. Like
Yeah.
you have a brand, and that's one of the coolest things. That's what we've been trying to do with Backpocket, so we understand exactly
Yeah.
what you're saying.
yeah, and a lot of this has taught me like developing. I never really wanted to. I always hated seeing like people as like a brand and stuff, but I think that in 2019,
It is.
I think it's crazy like how important it is for people to be like branded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was watching. Sorry, one more quick thing about that.
Hit it.
I've
This
been,
is
like,
your time, Piff.
Yeah.
Keep
Okay.
going.
Sorry. So yeah, I've been into like Ed Sheeran lately, and well, I mean, like I have forever been, but like lately, and he kind of talked about that once. He's like, I never wanted to see myself as a brand, and like I always just saw myself as a person. But like, he's like, the more I thought about it, it's like you kind of have to see yourself as a brand. Like people don't want to see me put out, stuff that isn't like cool acoustic guitar stuff and all this other stuff. And I know that kind of also made me realize like how important branding is. And there isn't really an end to the story, but like,
yeah, no, but I
it's
understand what you're saying because he had a negative connotation to being a brand, right?
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran was like, I don't want to be a brand because people are going to look at me like I'm a walking billboard or I'm trying to be something that I'm not. But his brand is something that he is an acoustic guitar instrumentalist and incredible voice. And when he stays true to that, like who he is, that's his brand. And I think that's something that we all can take from and learn from. Like the branding is not just like Apple. No, you're like, what is Apple all about? That is what you're trying to put off.
Their why.
Their why. Yeah.
And I think
that's branding.
That's branding. And that's a great point because what we're doing and what you're doing as well is we're just putting the content out there. It's authentic, transparent. It's us.
It's what we want it to be.
It's what we want it to be. It's not like your brand's not external from your just Nick Peterson, right? It's just you.
Yeah.
And people are starting to get behind you. That's the whole point. I
Yeah.
mean, like, and it's that simple.
Yeah.
It's not anything more than that. And it just makes everything a little bit more easier. You can grow from it all, and you can learn and figure out how to make the content better, and you can just be creative, just like you were doing.
Yeah, simpler, and it's just like, like you said, it's like an extension of yourself. And
100%. So, but getting back to kind of like the Backpocket and the Backpocket podcast, our core questions.
The roots.
You've heard us ask this several times while recording, so we'll get right into it. Piff, what is your average quality?
Okay, so I would say my average quality is, I don't know if this is exactly like an average quality, but I think kind of my sense of humor and just like my ability to not take things seriously. Is that a good one? You're cheesing over there.
Yeah.
Deck of cheese, come on. I don't
That's
know.
a brand.
I just really don't like to take things too seriously. I mean, I don't know. I mean, just growing up, like I was always just watch like funny movies and just like, I don't know. I've just never seen the point of taking things too seriously. Kind of like freshman year in college, freshman and maybe a little bit of sophomore year, I took things too seriously, and I actually didn't really like. Looking back on it, I kind of hated myself.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we're getting deep.
Yeah.
And just definitely taking things like lightly and just not overthinking it.
And you think that helps kind of just like with your day to day?
Absolutely.
Yeah, just keeping
It's
even
so
keel.
important.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like to having like a balanced life is just like not taking things seriously is so important.
Yep.
Is like weird as that sounds.
Yeah. Dude, that's freaking awesome. I love that average quality.
Yeah.
Because it's just you. And that's why I laughed. It's just because it's like, dude, I love how just low maintenance, like lax is the word I would say. But through all of it's just like really funny and awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know? And it's been great getting to know you, like not even in a podcast sense, but just like getting to have you over here and like talking shop before we record Giselle and having you in here just for like different opportunities. Because you're really the first one that helped us like make.
I'm gonna cut you off real quick.
1 sec.
Are you dropping the like bombs now?
Like.
Oh.
Did you pick up on that?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
There's been a consistent like theme from you over in the corner.
I think I got him all nervous. I
You
think
did.
I got him
You
hot
got him
bothered.
worked up. He looks a little worked up. Yeah.
I think he's frozen.
He's
Sam,
frozen.
you want to just come and take my spot?
Yeah.
Man.
Sorry to call you out, but I just picked up on it like the last 10 seconds. I think you
Thanks
dropped. I think you dropped 5 likes.
Oof.
Ding 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 ding.
I gotta be better.
Yeah. Hey man, we all got to be better, but that's your area of improvement. Sorry to steal a thunder,
No,
Piff,
no.
but it had to be said.
Thanks for calling me out, dude.
Yeah.
I was traveling down a very dark path.
Yeah. That's a
Okay.
rabbit hole.
It happens to
Yeah.
the best of us.
Yeah.
I've been saying but I'm sure a lot.
Yeah, you caught yourself early though.
Yeah.
You caught yourself early
Yeah.
and you self-corrected. Sam self-corrected. I think he's gotten a lot better.
Sam's incredible now.
Yeah. He's always improving.
I'm digressing.
So you're not primarily an audio conversational. That's not your forte. That's not your brand.
No, I do need to get better at it though.
Okay.
Because I always hated hearing my own voice and stuff, and I think it was once I started going live on TikTok and people saying that it first kind of started with this girl I was seeing over the summer. She said she liked my voice, and I'm like, no, there's no cringe. and I'm like, I hate, because I always hated my voice, and then other people in here saying they like my voice, so maybe I got a little more confidence in it.
Good, you should.
Yeah.
Absolutely need to have confidence in the voice. That's a powerful thing, right?
Yeah.
When you first came in here and put the headphones on, you're like, oh, I hate my voice. It's like, no, this is great, dude.
Yeah.
And so while we were figuring out our stuff, you and Sam literally diced up some great content.
Yeah.
A 15-minute behind-the-scenes footage shall be released.
Yeah, shall be released. We'll figure
Maybe.
it out.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
What Sam doesn't know, and what you don't know as well, that was maybe like a what would you like a workshop? Like Deck and I are gonna dice that up and see if you're worthy of your own show, because that could be coming. Do you think like having that conversation for 15 minutes with Sam? Do you think he'd have control for a good show?
Yeah. I think so. It kind of reminds me of, if anybody watches the David Dobrik like Views podcast, they have their like editor and like kind of like producer, Joe Volpus. He has like his teeny weeny podcast, and it's like 15, or he gets 25 seconds of just like doing whatever he wants every podcast. And yeah, that's kind of like his like reward. So maybe that can be Sam's.
Okay.
Just like 15 minutes,
15
15 seconds, jump on in.
You just jump in, you get 15 seconds. No, we'll give you 15 minutes maybe.
More long form.
But that's a good idea. We'll look at other people, how they use their editors and their stuff, and like within their brands, because they need to be recognized. They need to get shown some love. They do a lot of work for us.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's just like this like constant like I'm below you, and then I'll get somebody below to be on like my 15-second podcast.
Yeah. Are you ever worried about like when a new user or a new viewer comes to your page and like finding like old content and struggling to get like the good stuff? Or like, do you just, whatever's out there, they'll find it?
It's all good.
What do you mean?
I'm just messing around. No,
No,
you're right.
yeah, it's hard because with for TikTok specifically, I always want my newest, for like YouTube, I always want my newest video to be my best. And I kind of take that into the same with TikTok. Like I want it to be the best, but it's super kind of hard to always make it your best. And like, then I don't want to take it too seriously and all this other stuff. And like, I kind of think of like, I'm not at all comparing myself to Avicii. Not at all. But did you guys see the Avicii documentary?
I have it queued up. I haven't watched it yet.
So he kind of had this, oh my God, like I said, I'm not comparing myself to Avicii, but like he said he kept putting out these, absolute like worldwide hits and stuff, and he felt the pressure to like keep on making something better. You kind of get it?
Always, yeah.
And he's like, and kind of, there was like a point, I think either he said it or somebody else was just like, you can't do that. Like you just need to like make stuff for your like self, like whether or not people like it or not, and like as long as it makes you happy. So like that's kind of the approach I take, is like, yeah, I can make these videos that get like 1 million views or something, and like I could keep on cloning myself, and like maybe that just keeps on hitting. But yeah, lately I've just been making like videos that I like. I think that, I mean, they're doing well. Like 2 of my videos got posted on like the TikTok Instagram page that has like 17 million followers.
Nice.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, that way of looking at your content is beautiful. Like that's how we want to try to view it. Sometimes we struggle because you want to put out good content that's targeted towards your audience, but you also want to make sure it's for you. So there's that fine line, and it's something to always keep in mind. Like you can't just morph into what everyone wants, but you have to play to it and do it while you're making sure you're hitting home your true core values.
Yeah. So like I was doing all these like in the beginning I was doing all these cloning ones, and then I'm like, people aren't seeing who I am like as a person, so I started to do more original content, kind of like funny little sketch things, and along with like the good editing, and that was kind of a way for me to like transform into just like, I don't know, more of a person than just like, a kid that does cool edits. And it was definitely more fun for me too, to just like have more fun with it. And then like through that, people could see that I was having more fun, and then people like me more, I think, now than a month ago.
Oh yeah, because it's obvious how like passionate you are about the content you're making. We talk about this in comedy all the time. So I have like an Uber bit that everyone knows about that I did 3 months ago. But am I like passionate about that Uber bit right now? If I were to take that to stage tomorrow at an open mic and do it, wouldn't nearly be as good because the first time I did it, I was so passionate about that Uber story. I literally brainstormed it for 6 weeks, and I was like, this is my story. But if I were to do it now, the connection's not the same. So what do I do when I go to open mics now? I talk about like my new climate change bit and how cold it is outside and all these different things I've been thinking of because I've been thinking about it. I'm passionate, and then I can deliver it, and people actually like that more. So I can connect a ton on what you're saying, of just like the authenticity, but just like the passion behind the authenticity, and then the overall creativity of that. It's awesome.
Yeah, and going along with that, with like your creativity aspect, what's in your back pocket as Piff, as a creator? What do you rely on for this creative aspects?
So I'd say probably, I mean, I can't fit them in my back pocket, but I'd probably say like my family. Is that an acceptable answer?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yes.
So my family's been super supportive of like me over these past like 2 years when I kind of started like the video stuff.
And you come from a big family.
Yeah, I've got 3 siblings and then 1 like brother-in-law who's basically a sibling.
Awesome.
And then 2 parents that have been together for like 30 years.
Yep.
And
they're super supportive. That's incredible.
Yeah. So there having a supportive family is huge. Like if I didn't have them, I'm sure that I'd be, I don't know where I'd be, but where was I going?
Having them in your back pocket and giving you the confidence to continue to moving forward with your passion.
Yeah. Just like yesterday, I posted, 2 days ago, I posted a video and I had my dad, he was part of it. Did you guys see that on my Instagram story?
Yeah.
So it's this video that I recreated of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's the perfect example why like my family's in my back pocket. Cause my dad's home for the day and I'm like, Dad, like I know that it's negative 27 degrees outside, but I need to film this thing for this TikTok trend. And he's like, all right, like sweet. And cause I mean, I know exactly what to do. Like here's the shot list, all this stuff. And he's like, okay, let's do it. And I get him out there. I got my gimbal all set up and like I'm using that. And I don't know, we just do it. And it turned out like incredible. It's got, I don't know, like 300,000 views and stuff. And I think that's just like the perfect example, like why like I have such a supportive family. And like, even though like I'm not really making like money from TikTok right now, like they'll still support that. And like my sister will help me get like I hate when I talk not in the mic. My sister will help me get wedding clients, and my other sister Anna loves to FaceTime me she goes to Boston College, but she FaceTimes me like twice a week. My little brother was the star in my short film, and yeah. I mean, my mom's there too.
That's
That is
awesome.
Incredible, man.
Yeah.
Your back pocket's much bigger because of your family.
Yeah,
it gives you more resources.
I got big pants.
Yeah.
Cut to the video. It's me wearing like literally my tightest pants.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Dude, that is so awesome though. Like
yeah.
just the overall support and like buy-in that you're getting from the people you care about the most.
Yeah. Kind of another point off that like I'm so great. Like it's all, how do I put it? Like it's so nice to have such like a supportive family and stuff. And like sometimes like I haven't, like lately I've been like hanging around my house a lot and like just like with my family and not.
Are you living at the house right now?
Yeah, right now. Just
cool.
I mean that was the plan originally, just to pay off loans and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. Where was I going with that? Yeah, just having a supportive family and stuff. Like I don't feel the need right now to like go out and like drink and stuff like so much that I didn't like college. But yeah, so it's definitely an interesting transition. But that I don't know, that story is a little random, but
no,
there you go.
That's awesome that you realize that and they're so close to you and they help you with the creative passion, because this is a tough business in the sense of like the feedback you get is through comments, and sometimes you get good text messages from people closest to you say, hey, I really liked your video, but really you're putting out content in the belief that it's as authentic as you can make it and as transparent as you can make it, and you hope that people will perceive it that way, but you really have no idea. So having your family close to you in this creative content space is awesome.
Yeah. Hold on, one more quick thing. Like this is actually my first time like really telling like people, like other, like I've told, like, if other than my family, like the whole TikTok thing, like the first person I ever told might have been Declan. So like Like it was like my TikTok coming out story.
Yeah.
It was like
and then
to,
I
like,
told everyone.
it was like, oh, did you? Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. You guys have posted everywhere.
Yeah.
And like I think it was like to like you and like I don't know, maybe like Gabe, and that
Okay.
was really it.
So cool.
Mm-hmm.
So funny story. I was home for Christmas for 2 weeks, and I was hanging out with my little sisters who are both high school students, freshman and junior in high school, and they send each other DMs on Instagram all the time. And I'm literally sitting next to my sister, and she's DMing something to my other sister. Darby's DMing something to Keely, and it's literally you. It was a meme that was literally you, and I was like, no frickin' way. You guys know that's like that guy films our podcast, and we're like, you know Piff? And I was like, yeah,
You're
Piff is
kidding.
our friend. And this is, I mean, they found you early. Like, you probably had like 75, 100K followers on TikTok, but they love TikTok, dude. They love TikTok. And these TikTok videos
So
get created into memes
they found Piff
through the internet.
organically without you forcing them to see.
Yes.
And then when you saw over their shoulder, like, hey,
Yep.
that's Piff. Yo, you got an impact,
You
dude.
have clout.
You got clout.
And in addition to that, yesterday when we posted like, hey, we're going live with all these cool people, my sister goes, no way, Piff is coming on the show. I was like, yeah, tell all your friends. So they're probably all tuned into your live stream in either regard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm live on TikTok.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's so. I mean, it's
cool.
That's so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm so like blown away, like how this is even like
That can
happening.
happen.
Yeah. I'm so grateful for like everybody that actually watches my videos.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know. It's like what?
Yeah, right. It's crazy they think that you can entertain someone and they want to come to your content.
I have one thing.
Yeah,
Did you
please.
watch the Fire Festival Netflix documentary?
Yeah, I watched
or
it.
Hulu?
Yeah, no, I
Either
watched the Netflix one.
Okay, so I've been thinking about this a little bit in terms of like those creators and like that space of people was so glitz and glamour and like that generation almost. I don't want to do blanket statements here, but like
Are you saying like that, like Instagram?
the whole
influencer
Instagram
thing?
influencer, like all
Yeah.
that stuff was just like crazy. And then but our generation that's coming up now, the younger like 22 and like lower, we're all driven by like just being yourself. And like we mentioned branding earlier and how we all each individually in this room have brands, and then we also are doing stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all just us. It's all stuff that we're passionate about, that we love. It's authentic. It's transparent.
Yep.
Do you see where I'm going with that? Is that
Yes,
fair to say?
In a way. I think a lot of those like Instagram influencers and type things, I think that they're just literally in such a different world.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's kind of like more to my point is like, hold on, let me just get into this quick story. Like, that's kind of the reason why I went on TikTok and stuff, was because I was just so sick of just these like I was posting these videos on Instagram and YouTube and they weren't like doing well, and I'm just like, what, like I didn't care, so like I thought that I wanted to be part of this like Instagram influencer like model
Mhm.
stuff, and just like all these like I still like doing like cool edits on stuff, but like it was just like so stressful, and I'm like, just to like
Like alert.
dang it.
You're good.
No, you're good. Keep going.
Yeah, it's not that real, and that's just kind of what I realized.
Yes.
It's just like all that stuff is just fake BS. I watch my swearing. Yeah, me
You
and
were
Sam were
hashing
just
it
talking
down.
about this.
Sweet.
Just like it's so fake and just like not like long lasting, and I mean, yeah, I guess I don't know how like TikTok will end up, how that'll go in a year, but
Mhm.
But think about this though. The long game, you just mentioned long. Like we have no idea how long Instagram will be around for.
yeah.
We will probably outlive Instagram in some regards in terms of how much hype it has currently. There will always be, or allegedly, there will always be something like
Evolution.
it's always evolving. Is the whole point. It's always evolving.
So when you talk about like TikTok being an outlet for you, you found a content creation platform that you felt like you could just be you.
Yeah, I could be
and found
real.
15 seconds
Yeah.
to be you. That was just
Yeah.
dope. And
Yeah.
like there's so many other platforms where people can find that
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah, it's just
Mm-hmm. So kind of transition into our final question. Do you have anything else?
No, I think or actually one quick question. Who do you challenge us to get on the podcast?
Ooh, okay. My dad was super pumped when I showed him that you guys got TJ Lavin, right?
Yes.
My dad, it's so weird. My dad watches, he stays up really late and like works and stuff, and he watches like TV shows while he does it. he always watches The Challenge.
That's my favorite show of all time.
I don't get it. Like, I mean, like, I don't know. I've never watched it, but
Okay.
it's crazy. He like talks about these people like he knows them.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's like Johnny Bananas and like CT or whoever the hell
Yep.
it is.
Johnny Bananas has been on 18 seasons. CT has been on 11 seasons.
Yeah, my
Like,
dad loves CT.
and each season is 20 episodes, and we've seen CT come in at when he was like 20 years old to now he's 32. He's married. He's got a kid. Like, I've seen this kid evolve, not
Yeah.
kid, man, evolve, and we have the host on that show. Like, that is like
Yeah.
a dream guest of mine. So,
Yeah.
do anyone like that you find could be as challenging as TJ Lavin that we should try to get on?
Yeah, okay, so I really love like David Dobrik's Vlog Squad. Like I know that like everybody hates that name. Do you guys know who they are?
I know David Dobrik. I don't know the
Okay.
Vlog Squad.
I know
So
David too, but
he's got this like friend group and stuff, and one of them is Alex Ernst. He's from Minnesota. He's
Perfect.
from Belle Plaine.
Alex Ernst.
Alex Ernst.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys want to get Minnesota people on here.
We do.
That's
That's the most practical.
yeah. I mean, he's literally like such an interesting dude.
Hell yeah.
Or it seems interesting.
Alex
But-
Ernst.
Great.
Yeah.
We will see him on the
Check
podcast.
him out on Instagram, YouTube.
We'll do.
and
All
that
right.
stuff.
Now to our last question.
Yep.
What did you learn today? So you've only been up for, I don't know, maybe 3 hours. It's early. It's
Okay.
about 11 o'clock maybe. What did you learn from the time that you woke up to right now?
Stop saying that's my first one. And yeah, I was a little nervous coming on here because I'm like an I never have been really like on a podcast or anything,
Sure.
and I don't know, like just kind of like for my TikTok clout, that seems kind of like strange and different.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like I don't know, I was really nervous, but
Did you
no.
enjoy it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
It's chill. It
Good.
was good to have that warm up session with Sam too.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Sam and I might have squashed the TikTok beef. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys found a happy medium.
Yeah.
there.
Sa-
That makes me happy.
Yeah. Sam had the notion that TikTok was just a bunch of country boys lip syncing and fighting stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Wow.
that's that.
Well, so we accomplished,
but I think I don't know. Maybe we found out that it's more than that.
Okay.
and you guys now had your beef, and now you have your own show together now.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Basically.
We accomplished a lot today.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things were accomplished today.
Yeah. It's a good day. We still got 2 more interviews.
All right,
Oh my
man.
gosh.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
Let's
Piff,
bring it down.
Yeah.
that was incredible, dude. Like, I know you were nervous, and I know that you've never done this before, but that was amazing, dude. Like, you
Awesome
have
30
you have an
minutes.
awesome story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I mean, yeah.
Keep it up.
Yeah.
And
That's a
keep
wrap.
it going.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Biff.
All right. Thanks, guys.